MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
Leading off the afternoon for St. Louis, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball left side. Bryant's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second, center field number 25, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's got 8 hits in 27 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Quintana has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters, the guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Luke Weaver gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
At the plate, Junior Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Ready on 1 and 2. Line to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna on the run. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. So striding in, Chris Bryant. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
The 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Neck-high fastball that time. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Anthony.
Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby now.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Two and 1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now the 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Now he'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Third baseman, Jed Jerko.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball. Now the 1-0. Lifted in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. He's got it 1 away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 23, Marcell Ozuna.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Ozuna sees the ball really well when facing left-handed pitching and generally picks up a lot of hits against southpaws. He isn't known for displaying a ton of power, however, in these matchups.
Yeah, in today's game, when you're hearing the word launch angle, I don't think it applies to him against left-handed pitching. He could put a lot of balls in contact. He doesn't get himself into too many count leverage situations and tries to go deep too much. Just a guy who really puts bat to ball.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And he fouls this one off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin the start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
So stepping in, Jose Martinez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0.
That's a ball.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
But there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Another 2-2 offering. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And no one can get there. We'll try it again. Ready with another 2-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
3-2 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-0 hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Popped up. Rizzo is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals nothing. The next Cub up, Addison Russell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Addison Russell.
First offering on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball. Russell stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 2-0 home. Bouncer down the line. And that's the first out.
Batting 8, pitcher Jose Quintana.
Digging in, Jose Quintana. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Batting 9, right fielder Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. One away.
Batting ninth, catcher, Luke Weaver.
Into the box now, Luke Weaver. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Right over the middle, knee high.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. Contreras is under it. Two gone.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got two quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready for another chance? Javier Baez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Javier Baez.
First pitch on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Nope.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Albert Almora waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, center fielder, Albert Almora.
Now at the plate, Albert Almora. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third.
The batter, third baseman, Rick Ryan.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Molina has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 home. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Settling in now, Anthony Rizzo, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. The 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
This one just whistles over the second baseman's head. He had no chance to make a play on that one, and it gets fielded deep in the alley, but not before 2 runs score, and the hitter lands on second.
In now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. First time up, he went down looking. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball one.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Rizzo at second with 2 down. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ozuna giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the 4th now in game number 1. The Cubbies are in front 3-0. Now to the plate, Dexter Fowler. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Almora is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, Georgia, Paul DeYoung.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to third. Bryant is up with it on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Third baseman number 3, Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Hard ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player. Just to battle. 0-2 is a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Ground ball foul down the left side. A runner on first with 2 away. Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground, and that's the 3rd out. Cards leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Martinez over to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far. Now at the plate, Jose Quintana. He popped out in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a soft liner. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
You know, D-Roll, coming from a guy that made his living throwing a baseball, anytime a pitcher gets a base hit, I know that wasn't hit hard, but it's going to go down to the scorebook.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's frustrating to watch the opposing pitcher get a knock, kind of the knock you expected. But you know what? He put the ball in play, and now he causes a problem.
Step on the bag for 1. Throw won't get him.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. One 0 count. Here it is. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Quintana stands at second with 2 gone. And that misses. Ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder, Albert.
At the plate, Albert Almora. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First delivery to him on the way. Little dribbler down the line. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0.
Leading off for the Cardinals, first baseman, Jose Martinez.
Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman, Martinez, playing here in his age 29 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Now the 2-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. The 2-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. He popped out in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Russell's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So here's Yadi Molina now with 2 gone and the base is empty. First pitch on its way. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The windup and the 0-1. Sliced hard on the ground. There's Baez. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's Chris Bryant now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line. That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
3-2 pitch. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Grounded back up the middle. DeYoung's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. One and one to Schwarber. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone! Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, his first homer here in the series, and with it the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand, but guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Popped him up. Jerko will take this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Hernandez gloves it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 4-0 Chicago. Matt Carpenter will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
2-0.
The 2-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now the pitch. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He comes in 0-for-2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. He's 0-for-2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Almora racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready for another shot now. Jed Jerko. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Cubs 4 and the Cardinals 1. Sam two to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 64, Sam Tuvalala.
Digging in once again, Addison Russell, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
The shortstop, Addison Russell.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
The pitcher, number 62, Jose Quintana.
Ian Happ will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
Here's the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations. It's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
The 1-2 pitch. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he rips it on the ground to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Stepping up to the plate, Javier Baez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher coming on now, and we'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. At the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Jose Castillo is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Jose Castillo.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Jose Martinez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
The 1-2 swung on and hit deep to left center. Happ ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. A ball and 2 strikes. And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side. Foul. A little low. It's 2-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. Martinez, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
From the stretch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Happ on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Colton Wong will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, Colton Wong.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Behind 0-2 now. Two out here and a runner at second. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the third out of the inning. Cardinals get 1 in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 2. Luke Gregerson call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Luke Gregerson.
So in now for Chicago, Albert Almora. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Albert Almora.
Here's the first pitch to him. Soft liner to the left side. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Rick Ryan.
Standing in, Chris Bryant. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. Now here it comes. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. On the ground to the left side. Jerko showing off his range. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Into the box, Jose Castillo. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're still out in front, 5-2. Stepping up now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Last time through was a base hit. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Baez has it. There's 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. From the stretch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Now here's a drive out to right center field. Fowler rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score as it's now a 2-run game.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Here's Jed Jerko now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Here's the 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. Almora is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 3. Dominic Leone is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 55, Dominic Leone.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And there's one down now.
The catcher, number 40.
Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. Digging in, Wilson Contreras. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Up around the face. The 1-0. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Addison Russell as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1, and he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
A ball and a strike now. 1-1. And it's fouled away. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs are down in order as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Pedro Strop comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Ready now, Jose Martinez. His career line against Pedro Strop. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
0-1 the count. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, right fielder, Tommy Pham.
Stepping into the box, Tommy Pham, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Line drive to center field. Happ is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Into the box, Yadier Molina. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really
catch is made, and the Cubs have taken their first step as they claim game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Cubs jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Jose Quintana is credited with the win. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.